welcome to my sketchbook tour, long awaited. Thank you for your patience and for just the overall support on my channel and Instagram and TikTok as well. It's been such a pleasure filming, uploading, creating, and sharing it with all of you. So here's my sketchbook tour. I've posted a lot of videos of me filling out some pages, and I am really excited to, well, I've already started my new sketchbook, and I've since then bought quite a bit of art supplies, so I'm really hoping to challenge myself and continue creating as much as I can and sharing it with all of you. So with that being said, let's get into it. This is a Sekai sketchbook. I got it from Thailand during my travels, and it took quite the beating, as you can see, but it would not be a successful sketchbook had it not been beaten up. I did not draw this, by the way. This was already part of the sketchbook. So first page we have, I usually just leave this page for testing out art supplies, and I have some stamps as well. And as you can see here, April 2025 to August 2025. Here's the first page. I remember doing this page at work in the cafeteria during lunch. Let me move this eraser. I was painting earlier, so I have some supplies there. I really love this sketch. This is probably my favorite sketch, or one of them, in this sketchbook. And my sketches with pencil are done with this Muji pencil. Super old pencil. I've had it for about maybe 6 to 8 years now. I remember getting it when I was in high school, so that was a couple years ago. This is a ballpoint pen sketch with a big pen, and I was watching Kingsman, so if you recognize Taryn and Colin, I forgot what his name is, but yeah, I was watching Kingsman, and I hope to do more sketches like this in the future, where if I'm watching a film, I love to sketch the actors or pause the film and just do a quick sketch session. And I love how Colin turned out. This was a start of a video series I did where I went to the California Academy of Sciences, and I ended up doing a video series where I sketched a bunch of animals in ballpoint pen. This is one of my favorites. These are poison dart frogs, and I just love the way they're, what are these, like polka dots or whatever they're called, showing their skin. I think it's very beautiful, but it is also, you know, a sign like, oh, I'm poisonous. But I just love how these came out, and I love just doing a 2-page spread like this. Another sketch page from the California Academy of Sciences. These are sun beetles and rhino beetles. These are, I want to say geckos, but I can't quite remember. But I love seeing the sun beetles eat fruit. I thought that was so cute. These are fish. I don't recall what kind of fish, but I love the way this one turned out, and this one as well. I think these two are my favorite out of all of these. This is an arowana, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I only know it because of Animal Crossing. And then these are the other fish as well. I don't know. I just love the way ballpoint pen can help the details pop up more and control the line weight a bit better. You can really control the line weight a bit better. And some stingray. I remember doing this at lunch in the office, and I really liked how this guy turned out, and I love doing expressions like this. This is something I want to practice more, just doing more expressions, whether it be someone smiling or yelling. And then the papers that I took out, I brought a sketch pad with me when I went camping. So I just sketched something easy: banana, grass, water gun, some moths, and another banana. This was the biggest moth I've ever seen in my life. It was huge. It was on the door. A bit scary, but weirdly pretty. And then this one, I actually used watercolor on sketch paper. I did not think it would actually work, but it did. So it has some grass and birds as well. This one is another sketch, ballpoint pen again, and I love how the water guns turned out on this one. So yeah, I didn't bring my sketchbook with me camping because I didn't want to carry too many things since I already packed a bunch of clothes. So I decided to just bring some paper. Oh no. This is a planning page. I wanted to do a comic of my life, so I don't know, that's why I tabbed it. I haven't been able to get to it yet, but I hope in the future, sometime soon this year maybe, I would love to create comics. I used to create comics actually, and I hope to continue that, go back to my roots. I love graphic novels, comics, I read them. I follow artists who create graphic novels, local ones as well. So I would love to create my own graphic novel detailing my life. These are some everyday things, people I see. Also some Pinterest references. This is actually my mom at the top left. Sometimes I'll just take a picture of her, tell her, don't look at the camera, act nonchalantly. And again, ballpoint pen. Love ballpoint pen so much. I actually have a video detailing the art supplies that I usually use, so check that out. I'll link that below. Pencil sketches. I actually did a video on this one, and I love how this turned out. I think it was just a quick sketch, but I took this picture myself, and I don't know, I think it's just something about taking a picture yourself and drawing it. It just makes, oops, sorry about that, camera shaking. It just makes your art a bit more personal. This one was a bit difficult to do, I think because of the face reflecting on the glasses. It was very difficult, but I really liked how it turned out. This spread was all referenced from, I want to say, the California Academy of Sciences as well. I don't quite remember where these two were at, but this one in front of the aquarium, since you can see the child having their hand on the glass. This person looking out probably to like fish or something, and then more people. But I really love how this turned out. I love controlling the line weight and just overall, I don't know, values of it, just using a simple pencil. So this was the start of me going back to my mild liner highlighters. Now I used to use that in school, but I looked at them like, you know what, these are collecting dust. Let me do my best to put them to use. So I decided to create and document the food and drinks I've had at the time when I drew this. So we have some tacos, matcha, a breakfast burrito, crepes, a drink, Aperol spritz, a tomato, ice cream, chicken tenders and fries, and burrata. Oh, this was so delicious. It kind of looked like poop over here, the fried chicken, but I ended up keeping it anyways and not covering it up. I love how this turned out as well. I just love the marker details on the Aperol spritz, pronouncing that correctly. I'm not a big drinker, so that was actually my first Aperol spritz. I did end up doing a digital sketch of this. This is something I want to do again more in the future. Whatever I sketch in my sketchbook, I'd love to bring into Procreate and just sketch and draw digitally. Another marker drawing. I loved how this turned out. I think it's so beautiful, super sketchy. I love the look of a sketchy spread, and I believe I also did a video on this. I can't quite remember. I have quite a bit of videos. So this spread I didn't end up finishing at all. It's me eating hot pot. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I guess I just wasn't feeling it, but you know what? It's a sketchbook. You never have to make every page a masterpiece, and not every page will be a masterpiece. Same with this one. I didn't end up finishing it at all. And this is me remembering that I have a fountain pen. So I wanted to use it again, and my good friend gifted it to me, so I wanted to make sure that it was put to good use. I also have different inks for it as well, and I have videos on that. So I wanted to get back and just use it again, sketch. I love how this one turned out. And this is me remembering that, you know what, if I don't have a reference, I can just use my own face. So I guess you can call this my face reveal in a way. But this is me with makeup, by the way. Like, I only look this good with makeup. I want to say I was taking a selfie when I was at work. That's usually when I wear makeup, is when I go to work. So yeah, I really liked how these turned out. I definitely do think it does look like me. I mean, this is how my eyebrows look like. I usually have winged eyeliner, glasses, which I always wear, or else I will not be able to see. Same with this. I think I went back in my camera roll and ended up finding a picture that someone took of me. So yeah, this is what I look like. And I don't think either of these look like me. I think this one looks like my mom, actually, and she agrees. Her teeth and nose are quite the same, and eyebrows as well. So when I drew this, I'm like, whoa, this looks like mom. Some more pencil sketches. And I like to do sketches like this, where if I don't know what to draw, I will just look at items on my desk and find something to sketch, because I feel like it helps, you know, expand your visual library, and it also just helps you sketch in the future. Let's say, I don't know, you're sketching a room and I don't know, you want to add like a mouse or a stamp, and you know that because you've already sketched this, you'll know what it looks like. It's in your visual library. So like this mouse is actually this mouse right here that I use for work. Another sketch of myself. And then this is me, I believe, finishing up my sketchbook. I did a video series on this as well. And I used different media. I want to say I used my fountain pen and ballpoint pen, I think, and markers. Yeah. I don't quite remember again. There's been a lot of videos that I've put out there, and I'm super proud of all of them. And again, thank you all for watching, supporting, liking, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me. And I hope I have been able to inspire you all. I love this spread so much. I love how this woman and this woman turned out. I just love, again, expressions, and that's something I want to continue practicing and continue achieving, because I think it's important to diversify your art. You know, I want to be able to sketch different people in terms of age as well, and expressions, hairstyles, etc. I adore this page. I've said that a lot so far, but this is all the food that I've had during this time. I went out for hot pot, so I sketched what I had for hot pot on the right, and I ended up going to my friend's barbecue as well, so we had some good food. I only eat out on the weekends, so usually what happens on the weekends, I'll end up sketching during the weekday. And I'm very proud of this page, and I'm really, really proud of myself for putting my liner highlighters to use. Some more ballpoint pen. Loved how she turned out. I wanted to sketch something up here and fill it out, but I think I don't know, I was like, you know, I'm gonna move on, and didn't end up filling it out. This was very interesting. I never really used my Muji gel pen. I rarely use gel pen in my sketches, and I also use a Tombow marker as well, a Tombow brush pen marker, to do some coloring and add some color to pop out. Yeah, I never really do stuff like this, so maybe in the future I want to continue it, but it was so odd using that Muji pen and my brush pens, because those I typically use for writing, like when I'm making cards. So yeah, it was just really weird combining the two and filling out my sketchbook like that, but you know what, it worked. I liked how it turned out, and I kind of based all the reference using my face and my hair. My hair is pretty straight, and yeah, glasses. I have a birthmark under my chin as well. And that was the end. I wrote a little note to myself. The sketchbook the sketchbook was a blast to complete, filled with memories and challenges. I will forever cherish the accomplishments made. I hope in the next sketchbook I challenge myself even more and reference from life, taking my sketchbook everywhere, capturing moments of life, keep creating with heart. August 2025. So I finished this in August 2020. Oop, I keep hitting the camera. I finished the sketchbook in August of 2025, and now it's September, so I have gotten another sketchbook since, and I think I did a video of the next sketchbook I'm using. This is the next sketchbook I was using. I say was because I ended up not really liking the pages because of how thin it is. See, for example, like here, you can already see, like, not even through the next page, but through the next page, like 2 pages over, how thin it is. This came out, by the way. Like, I don't know, I just don't like the ghosting, but I do think it's a great sketchbook for ideas and, I don't know, doing some really, really loose sketches, and maybe even figure practice, writing my ideas. So I have a couple ideas already written, for example here. So I do want to keep this sketchbook as kind of like a journal in a way, but also sketchbook. I don't know if that makes sense, but this was initially the sketchbook I was using, and I should have known when I got it. I got this in Thailand as well, same company as this sketchbook, because there's so many pages, and you know, I should have known that it was quite thin, but at the time it was wrapped in plastic. There was no example, but I do think, again, it has so many pages, so I am excited to use this for, you know, figure sketching, portrait sketching, just easy sketches, not too many intricate materials or mediums. And I have some stickers, so some Smisky stickers. My friend gave me this sticker when she went to Philly, and this sticker as well, saying I am an artist. But the actual sketchbook that I will be using, that I actually got from Blick, and I did a video on it with other supplies I got from Blick, is this Talons Art Creations notebook. So it does have a band and a bookmark as well, and I will be using this one instead. I like the pages so far. It doesn't ghost as much as the sketchbook did. I have a little sticker here, very cute. And so far I have, yeah, these sketches so far, which I'm not sure if I will be posting by the time this video comes out, or they might have already been posted by the time this video comes out, but either way, those videos will get out. And I have already started it, and I'm already meeting my goal. These two were referenced from real life at the Huntington in Los Angeles, so glad that I am meeting those goals. That was a sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what you thought about it in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow me on all my social medias at Pichy Creates, TikTok with 2 S's, so Pichy Creates with an extra S. And I'd like to thank all of you for sticking around and just supporting me on the channels. I think one of my videos hit 21,000 views, and that was really crazy. My sister told me about it and I was in shock. Didn't think there were 21,000 people out there who would watch my video, but here we are. Thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, and night. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for watching.